You may have come across a famous saying that goes along the lines of when you speak to a man in your language, the message will go straight to his brain. However, when you speak to a man in his language, the message will go straight to his heart. Such a saying encapsulates the very importance and the depth behind being able to communicate in more than one language. If you only speak one language, I'd highly encourage you to maybe explore trying to learn another language so that you don't just speak one. And today I'd like to dissect a couple of the reasons why I think you should definitely be learning more than one language, or you should at least try to speak more than one language. So, the first benefit of being able to speak more than one language is obviously the boost in your brain power. People who are multilingual or bilingual, they tend to have sharper memories, and many studies have actually corroborated this. That they do tend to have sharper memories, better multitasking skills, and enhanced problem solving abilities. Now, I don't know the exact neurochemistry behind this, but it does make sense because I'm guessing that when you speak more than one language, you're forming different neural connections or neural pathways, and these are able to also be applied to other aspects of your life, where you can transfer them over to other aspects of your life where brain power is needed. Another big advantage is the career advantage that comes with being able to speak more than one language. In my case, my first language is actually English, but I am fairly proficient in Hindi, and which is my mother tongue, and Arabic. And because of this, there have been times where there have been people of culturally and linguistically diverse backgrounds who've come to my office, and when there wasn't anyone else, they kind of approached me, and I've been able to communicate and do the normal work that we do to cater to this other linguistically diverse client. So not only was I able to put my skills to use, or whatever limited skills I have in my in Hindi and Arabic, but whatever. Besides being able to put this to use, I was also able to demonstrate to others, like my boss and other managers, that I'm able to be of value by not just communicating with English speaking people, but also with more culturally and linguistically diverse people. So, in doing so, especially if you live in a city where you have a kaleidoscope of cultures or backgrounds, this will be very, very crucial, and it will definitely put you at an advantage to people who would only be able to speak one language. You're able to, of course, when you speak more than one language, you're able to also expand the scope of people that you can speak with, communicate with, and maybe even get a message across to. And leading on to that, another great point is cultural connection. When you learn a language, you're also learning the cultural subtleties of what created the language. You're also learning small intonations and the meaning behind these intonations. And doing so, you're also able to gather appreciation for cultures. And when you communicate with people from more diverse cultures than yourself, you're also able to appreciate their very cultural identities. And I think this plays a very crucial role in making you a well rounded person and molding your perspective into something that's also more well rounded. And the final benefit is that you will become a lifelong learner. In the pursuit of trying to learn a new language, you'll have a quench for thirst. You'll have a thirst for knowledge. So because you have a thirst for knowledge, you will also be able to learn to learn. And I know that sounds crazy, but learning how to learn is also quite a skill. So if you're keen on learning a language, and this applies to any aspect of life, I think if you're very keen to learn, you'll be able to also absorb material through different means, and you'll also be able to better understand how you can absorb this material. You'll be able to understand how you can better learn. You will learn to learn, and if you learn to learn a language, you can also learn to learn different things in your life, whether they be theoretical, practical, social, emotional. And I believe that it should put you in a good position for learning across the rest of your journey. With that said, I hope that this video was insightful for you. So if you do not already speak more than one language, I definitely encourage you to maybe explore trying to pick up a second language. And if you speak one language fluently, but you're trying to get better at another language, I'd encourage you to keep at it, as I'm also doing. I'm also trying to improve my Hindi and Arabic, but keep at it, and hopefully you will reach fluency in those languages as well. With that said, take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye.